Right, YouTube is up. Twitch should be up. Let's get the rooms made and then
Just focus on your enemy.
I'll give it 100%. Round one.
Virtua Fire music, Virtua Firefight music. Let's see, this is the PlayStation 5, so today it is Lyon for Europe, hosting for Europe with Lyon. Alright, set. And hosting on the Steam platform. Will be for North America. Extra beeping sound I'm hearing. I'm going to figure what this is. There. One thing different for Europe. Is that I'm hosting this on with a different passcode than usual. Usually it's today's date, but since North America and Europe, whether UI is DDMM format or MMDD format is the same. So for Europe it is 4040. Oh, hey Natsu, welcome. That was quick. Europe April 23913 pose 4040. Again, note the passcode is different for Europe now. For today only, it's 4040. See status tags. Since today is 23913. Okay. It's set. Let's get this. Yeah, I'm making room correctly for Europe. Just double checking. Looks right. Yeah, you got boost in here also. One thing you'll notice, and this might be kind of pay attention to who your connection is with. Since patch 1.10, it seems that based on where the player is, to compare to you, the connection meter will start off at very high or very low. So like blurring, I think is closer to me. So the ping is actually starts off with green. For like players like Bruce XTN, Electro Toby is closer to me, so almost like his. But like Sam the Sea, Bruce, and XTN, they're like located on the opposite end of each coast, and so most likely it was going to start off at a very high ping before it gets like you can see now Sam the seed is now green to me. Uh, and XT and boost was like orange, and now it's turned back into yellow. It seems like there's this they did something with the netcode where if the player is located much further away from you, it starts at a high ping before it's goes back to what should be the correct or more accurate measurement of the connection. All right, we got 2 players already for Europe. Awesome. We got already 6 players in Europe. Hey, Danny J is here. Awesome. Great. Hopefully, the rooms are more stable. Cross my finger. We don't know. So far, it seems that the rooms are not as stable still. Well, as stable as it was in World Stage, which is not very good. But we'll deal with what we can. Alright, what's the room? 64963. Nothing there. Let's go for this fan. Alright, thanks guys for joining the room. We want people to be if someone's in the room, we want someone to they will have people to play against. And also if anyone's watching the stream right now, let me know if my voice is louder than usual. I got a new microphone, so I'm testing things out, and it looks like it might be louder than usual. So
Round 3. Ready, go!
it's 4963.
Knockout.
6. Six 3.
Round 1. Ready, go! Round 1. Ready, go!
Again, note that the Europe room code is not today's date. It's 4040. The main reason is because it's the same code as North America today, so I adjusted so people don't accidentally go into the wrong room.
Round 2.
It looks like the microphone might be too loud, so let me go fix that up a little bit. Let's fix this up.
Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go! Round 3.
I can hear you, Chanshai. Can you hear me fine? I'm having new microphone, so I'm testing things out.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, I just started the room. Can you hear me? Okay. I switched Europe to be 4040 today. Yeah, for Europe. Next time I switch it for North America if it happens. Equal treatment. I I noticed. I think there's certain things which I think it kind of based on the location of each player with each other. For example, I noticed like those. I will have to keep monitoring this, but it seems like people who are actually close to me geographically, it'll start off green. But like people like from the East Coast or West Coast, it start off like really high and then gradually go back to the actual connection that we'll be playing against each other. Well, yeah, definitely share the feedback and let us know how 1.10's connections are feeling. I think that people is having different opinions.
Round three.
All right, we got 3 players for Europe and 3 players for North America. That's good. Yeah.
Round one. Ready?
So is that Metalrot's new nickname or is that someone completely different? I'm sorry. Is Retro Trophy Metalrot's demo a new person? I have to ask. Uh,
Round four.
yeah.
Ready? Go. Round two.
All right. I think the stream can catch me up on my stream if I'm sounding too loud. I think I am so.
Round five. Ready?
Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's set it back at that decimal point. Okay. Yeah, so I'm trying out a new microphone. Someone from the VF community who wished to remain anonymous most likely have been listening to my voice and say, let me get you a more professional microphone. And so he sent it to me. So thank you very much. But I don't think the professional microphone is going to improve my voice. So my voice is like this as usual. But it's yeah. So it's also one of those that's not attached to my headphones. So it's placed on the desk right now. So trying to figure out how it works well.
It's ridiculous.
Okay, let me go. Yeah, wherever that came with the box. I got this yesterday, so I'll send a picture later on. But it's a Rode USB Plus. It's definitely more expensive than anything I ever used. I just use what.
Round one. Ready? Go.
But yeah, those who's watching the stream, just kind of let me know if the volume is too high or too low with my voice compared to what I usually have it on. Since it's kind of all just a trial and error right now. Alright, once I post everywhere information, we'll get these leagues running. We're still looking for one more player for Europe, so let me go put that information. But we have plenty for North America now.
Round two. Ready? Go. Excellent.
Yep, hey Nero, mix-ups in the in the chat. Natsu's joined the room, trying out Jeffrey, who is seems to be the popular character for everyone to try out now.
Excellent.
I got to play a little bit in the last week a little bit just to mess with things around. But yesterday I played pretty much the entire day, more than I should on rank. It felt fine for me. System change and stuff is just have to get used to, especially the Ukemi the exact quick recovery. I just can't stop tapping random buttons now.
Knockout. Round one. Ready, go. Round two. Ready, go. Knockout. Round three.
Yeah, on my stream we were having fun chatting. We talked about a lot of different topics, though the current topic is kind of more about the future of hardware gaming and the potential acceleration of the adoption of streamed gaming, because especially under the current conditions of hardware and the global situation, like with costs.
You mean right now today, or you talk about the past several days ago?
No, this is talking about the future. Talking about, I just kind of told my audience that like, that hardware gaming, like consoles, PC gaming, might get pushed further in niche soon, just because of the where cost is. But at the same time, it's still a cost when you go to a subscription-based type of streaming platform. But it's like a scary time for this. Because some of the moves that are being made, the studios that are being cut down, where the publishers are looking for what they think will be the future, and so we might have. That said, this is an environment where the consumer can't afford that much. So in the past, people would cut their entertainment budget, their dining budget. And I think right now there's a lot of people that are cutting their subscription budget because we just went through the streaming wars the last few years, right? The last decade. And so for gaming to move into that space, it's always been a tough one. I mean, I think a lot of industry players have been looking at it, but they just don't know when it would happen. They just don't know when streamed gaming would happen, right? But I feel like the environment has become more and more ripe for it. So that it might be happening even sooner than I expect. But when that happens, it gets it's like an ugly process. And one way to look at it, if we're looking at, of course, now it's the geopolitical situation that leads to, and the AI investments that lead to where we're at right now. But that just kind of accelerates something that was likely to happen. But what that also means is in a way, the consoles are looking more and more like Blu-ray players 10 years ago, where that becomes more and more hardcore and niche, and it becomes more and more expensive because it's just serving those that can afford. Because you don't have like a mass adoption plan to subsidize the cost of the platform itself. Now that said, streaming itself is a platform. It requires quite a huge infrastructure cost, which is why it has consistently failed a lot in the past. But and so it's just a matter of when it kind of meets, when the consumer is ready for it and when it's ready for the consumer, just when those two things run into each other. So we'll see what happens. But you know what? This new VF is going to be amazing, and I like where SEGA's at right now. I think SEGA could be one of the more interesting publishers for a while because of where they're positioned right now. But it's going to be a hard time in general. But I'm glad that SEGA can keep investing in what they believe to be quality, which is something, and I like, that Shuji Itsumi sees SEGA as like an awesome record label. Right, and so for them, taste does matter. What type of taste matters?
All right. Once I After this match between these two matches right now that's happening right now, we'll start the 5-match countdown for both leagues. Set to finish posting just a little bit more. Again, for European players, note that the date passcode is different from how I usually do it, which is always today's date. But since Europe and North America's passcode will be exactly the same when I do that, it's 4040 for Europe.
That was cool. That was cool. What the hell? How come I cannot block that last one? I don't know, but that was nuts. Maybe I was holding down. I don't know. That was really cool.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Awesome throw reads, XTN. That's so good.
Round 4. Ready, go!
That was such a fun game, XTN. It's good to be back on VF.
Yeah, I actually got to play against XTN yesterday. We're talking about XTN, right? Oh, we got
Yeah.
someone left the room.
Okay, what did you want us to do, Okay.
Oh, no, nothing. I was just mentioning a question. You were talking about match with XTN, right?
Yeah.
XTN.
But I thought there was something you wanted us to do after the game, so I was trying to. Or are you
Oh,
talking to your.
Let's do the 5-match countdown now. We start the 5-match countdown now.
Okay, cool.
Alright, 5-match countdown. Oh, we have to wait for one more player before we make the one for you. Oops, sorry. Sorry. So,
By the way, really good to fight you again, Mix Up. Keep it up. Always so much fun. I love this costume, by the way. Awesome costume, Mix Up. I'll try to change my costume too. Hey, Calamity, it's so good to see you. I hope you're doing really good.
Ready, go!
Very good. Mix Up's playing awesome. I see.
Alright, 5-match countdown has already started for both leagues. So once that happens, we'll get the leagues running. So plenty of time for people to join the room if they want to.
That was such an awesome round.
Yeah, Natsu is a very strong player from France. Usually, as his name is Natsu the Wolf, so his name is Wolf. But I've seen him play Taka and first time seeing him play Jeffrey.
Mix Up, that was an awesome round. Really cool round.
Also, if anyone's watching the stream, if you are trying to get into a room and can't, let me know. I just kind of want to get an idea of how many, uh, if the round zero bug is still affecting people to get into the room.
Mixed up, that was a really, really good game. Good battle. I love that very much.
Forgot to train, eh?
4 matches before we start North America. You got Kingo in the room. This Europe League right now has a lot of French players. 4 matches begin, so plenty of time for people to join both rooms now.
Nice. Excellent. I love that choice. That was so cool.
We have 6 players for Europe, 13 players in North America. Let's see if we could get when we had World Stage came out the first 2 weeks before 1.10, people did not have trouble getting into it. You had this round zero bug for this league? Okay. I'm wondering how much of it is because I'm hosting 2 leagues at the same time, and after 1.08 I noticed that we could never get 2 full rooms at a high number. But these are all things that we might not have 13 players in North American room, so that might be taxing to get into the room. Shisha is from Sarah play from the West Coast area, which actually there's the Bayside tournament. I think that's what it's called. It's a tournament that Reaper is kind of getting winning now with Monica helping, just Monica. That should be, I think, happening today or tomorrow. Sisha, if you know, please correct me if I'm wrong. Alright, so that's one person who can't get into the room.
Alright. We've got Drunken Shun here. Let's see how this goes.
Round 4. Ready, go!
That's a funny change to the knockdown there. I didn't expect this knockdown to instantly Ukemi because of the easy input. That was nuts. Good game, move quick. Very good game. Keep it up with that Shun. I like it. I like that Shun very much. And I do think Shun kind of matches your approach because Shun is very good at being patient. Very, very good at it. Arguably the best zoner in the game, too. So the opponent has to come to him, and so it's really, really good.
Round 1. Ready, go!
3 more matches before we begin North America. Also 3 more matches before we begin Europe.
Good demo? Nice. Very good. Good round, Demo. Good round. Keep it up. You're making him look pretty smooth, move quick. Keep it up.
to Grieber and Just Mine doing the Bay Area dance for last week. I think having issues if I remember correctly. But okay.
Very nice. Very good, Demo. I like these choices.
I'm guessing the Stormlord crack coolant in the Europe room is Nepruha, but I'll go double check if that is. Also, for those who's playing in the room, if you do change your nickname, please let me know. I do keep track of stats for everyone since 2022. My name changes, but for me, accurate measurement of participation and stats, definitely let me know if you do change your nickname.
Good game, Demo. Good game. That was a lot of fun.
Few more matches before we start North America room. Once we do start the league, please do not try to join the room. I do believe that ongoing matches, when people join the room, still has that causes the match to have some issues. So in an intermission match on the North Europe side, we have Natsu against Kingo. I think most people will agree that they're right now the top two players in France. And most likely the top, within the top 5 of the Europe. And you got Retro Chobi, who I believe has switched to playing Leon today. Still, I think he's deciding it's gonna be Leon, Akir, or Jeffrey, right? I think that's what
Yeah, he's been playing Leon for a while. Like he has a nice Leon too because of he's got really good like unpredictable aspects to his play, or not unpredictable, but like conditioning aspects of his play that are very scary. Like Leon can be a pretty good fit for him because I've seen him do interesting stuff. He's definitely hit me pretty good with Leon. Like, and knowing like his choice of when to throw is always really good too. Interesting.
There's also one thing that we might be affecting people joining room and stuff. I don't think it has happened in these leagues itself, but it seems like if someone has a player block or from their underpractice, if that person's in the room or you try to join the room with a person on block list, you won't be able to. So hopefully everyone is nice enough to each other that they're not on each other's block lists.
Good game, Richard. That was so much fun. Very, very fun. Like I said, his choice of when to do throw mix-up is always really good. Because he has a good sense of when the opponent's going to defend versus attack. And that alone is what makes him always very scary. So I always like fighting him. It's so much fun. And this is not his first time I fought the Leon matchup with him. His Leon, it can get really volatile, and it's really good in the mirror because of his ability to kind of sense when you're going to defend. It's really good.
It's showtime! Round 1. Ready, go!
Alright, this is the last match now for both Europe and North America. So we're going to start after these matches. So right now with North America, we have 13 players. I wonder if 12 and 13 is going to be the max nowadays. I think we had, after patch 1.0, a 14 player room.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Did you win at Chanchai Dojo this past Tuesday? Chanchai?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got I think we hit about 14. 13 or 14.
So okay, got the jackpot too. Okay.
Yeah. It's just that, but there definitely were a number of people who couldn't get in. So similar to Akai leagues, we know that there's a good amount of people that that tried for a while and get discouraged because of how much trying they have to go through. We definitely had that on Tuesday. So we are seeing the same room issues still, of course.
It might be to a point if it can't be fixed where a 16-player room can hold up to 16 players that there might be some type of network stability when it hits a high number. Then
Yeah, well,
let's see.
could be, but I think it's just probability. All right, good luck, have fun, everybody. And Toby's doing awesome there. All right, now I have not fought Danny Jinwell. All right, thank you very much. Good luck.
Danny J won the regional tournament at the Ohio City Chaos, I believe that's what it's called. Getting first place. I saw him using Pi for the first time. At least I never seen him play that. Alright, so those in the North America League room, it's going to take about 13 minutes. Can you get in 2 scoops or just late? Yeah, so 2 Scoop and C Chef both have tried getting into the room, can't get in. So if both of them can get in, there will be at least like 15 players. Which is unfortunate. Alright, Europe is also starting now. So again, both leagues are winning, so please do not join the room while their matches are being played.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Yeah, and there's something like which Seisha was playing in. There was it was an 8-player league. That is one of the leagues that you were playing had 8 players. I remember because that was the first time in the open league that you finished in the top 3. So it's nice to see people who've been playing a long time started playing the game quite new, but has more success now.
Knockout! Round 3. Ready, go!
Hey, Akai.
Hey, what's up? Something happened?
Crashed out of the room. Yeah, it tells me, it gave me the room is disbanded, but of course. But I had a good match with Danny J. We finished it. I won the game, and then suddenly, boom! I was out of it.
Four players got disconnected. So should I just restart it? Oh, you joined back the room already.
That call.
Yeah, let's just join it. Let's just redo it. It says yeah.
Okay.
So guys, come and play, and we'll restart the league again.
Okay. So are you gonna start the room, or are you gonna continue this room?
Well, the match is going to be played right now, but people will still join the room, so we'll just keep it to the room and see if it's fine.
Okay. Yeah. So far, the connections are all color, so that's good. There's no gray.
Well, that's
bars.
funny. It's saying begin league match.
Okay. Well, we've got a new issue to log.
The room is
report send to SEGA.
Yeah, it's saying begin league match. Yeah, let me just see what happens if I hit begin league match.
Okay, we know that there's a We're gonna be running this league very cautiously.
I'm sorry, guys, for this issue. See, it keeps saying begin league match, so it look like it is bug on my side here.
Is it? Okay.
I might have to remake room, guys. Let me just see.
I think we will have to. I did run into some issues somewhat like this where the room became pretty, like, as the host, like the room also became uncontrollable. Maybe twice I've run into that.
Okay. So yeah, it keeps saying begin league room. Let me see when these people finish their match. I'm gonna remake a room. So
Okay.
kind of let everybody know. North America is gonna remake room. Yeah.
I will await your instructions. Let me know when the room's open or when you're doing that. But yeah,
Maybe write this down for people too. So
we'll watch. My stream will watch VF5REVO.
yeah. So go ahead, exit. Yeah. Let me go.
Round three.
For all the manufacturers that are going to disband and then remake room.
But Tobias, there was a couple issues here. One, a few people got disconnected from the room. It
4
told
players.
It told us that the room was disbanded when it was not. However, Akai's having trouble starting a new league battle. That's what's going on.
Actually, no. It's supposed to say that I'm still beginning the league room, which
So
people are still
you're-
playing their matches. So yeah. So I'm waiting for the other 4 people to finish their match, and then I'm going to disband and remake the room. So please be patient while we wait. We got 2 more matches still need to go, and then we're going to do it. Yeah, new room for Europe, for North America once Stand to see and XT is finished. All right, disbanding room. Sorry guys.
All right. Yeah. Although we're having fun watching this battle between Johnny Danger and Rushdown Turtle.
All right, may the VF Echo gods be kind to us. I forgot to say that. So
Yes, that was the reason. Also,
yeah.
just to clarify, tomorrow there will not be a Kai League, correct?
Yes, no Kylie's Sunday.
Okay. Oh wait, I'm in the room with MF Diva. Is that the correct room?
There's
Yeah, it looks
you're in the right room. You're in the right room. Yes.
All right, just making sure. All right, Diva, let's practice. Let's give it a stress test. Move quick, I know the feeling. I won my first match too. I don't know how the match will go after that against Andy J.
Yeah, apologize for the inconveniences. We made a new room. We'll wait till everyone who was in the first room can get in. Like I said. Let's see, 38728. 38728. Yeah, all we can do right now is SEGA is aware of these issues with Room. I know that they're still working on it, even since patch 1.7 has been released. But it is a difficult thing for them to do. So let's see how it is. You can try joining 2 scoops. We'll see if we can hit past that 13. But I think some people might not even want to try join after experiencing the issues. So apologies again.
Round 4. Ready, go!
Nice. That was really nice.
Round 4.
Good game, Diva. Good game.
How many people is right now in the North America room? I'm still missing people who want to participate. Check. Get this. Yeah. damn.
There's 10
Oh.
people in my room right now.
Yeah, so we're seeing all Natsu matches. I think he is streaming though, so let's see. Yeah, if there's still someone on the stream who was in the first league and wants to get in, let me know. I'll definitely wait for you to before I get started. Still arbitrary, put 3 matches before we begin. And got MF Diva, who was recently at Texas Showdown. Also, Blurring was there too.
Very nice playing.
Blurring got, I think, 5th place. It's nice to see people in the leagues doing well in the events. And Chantar puts the stream from Leon player's point of view. Blurring. One, two, three. Looks like Natsu's not streaming, so okay. You can watch his matches, all his matches on my stream.
I do see like a lot more rollbacks today, but it's all good. Really good battle, Blurry. Really, really good battle. So much.
11 players. I think there's 2 more before we start. Alright, who's Sisha? Sisha still can't get into room, it seems like it. So
Sisha, no. I hope you can make it in here, Sisha.
click demo. Who was originally in the room couldn't get in. Maybe he can't get in the room now. That's always the issue. Like if you make a new one, some people can't get in, some people can. Ah. Here's a match between Natsu and Kingo again. This time in the league. So,
I like the use of backdash evade by move quick. You got this, come on. Sisha, you can still try. Very good. Alright, here we go, move quick.
Five matches. We have 2 more matches in the Europe room. Done. Currently, we have Kingo undefeated. Alright, one last match, and then we'll begin North America room.
Okay. You got 11 people. Let's see this one with them.
Yeah, it looks like Andy J. Yeah, at least 4 people might be from 2 new people, I think, in this league. 4 people from the first one currently joining. So
Nice. Just a ring out. No, yep. Very good. Good ring out with them. Thank you very much. Thanks for the compliments on my spacing move. Power of Leon's uppercut. Nice survey throw. The damage scaling saved him there. I thought the jab would be enough. To win that round. It's like, nope, combo scaling.
what's it playing against Razanov here? Razanov wins. Last round for Europe. North America, rebate again. Yep. Alright guys, we're gonna try again.
Alright, good luck, have fun. Good luck on connections.
Alright, this is the last round for Europe. Natsu against Nieru. Kingo, I think, remains undefeated. I think he's guaranteed first place now. I think the next person closest has 2 losses at least. I could be wrong. North America, we have XTN versus Mix-Up. Again, apologies. Getting the first league running, we have 4 players RMI disconnected, and then It shows I did have the controls to stop league and know what else, and just had to disband and try exam again. You having worse experience boost this time?
Knockout. Round 4. Ready, go!
Alright, Europe is done. Let's go get the results here. Alright, congratulations to Kingo for getting first place, Natsu second, and Lazanov third. Top 3 goes to the French players. Thank you guys for playing. I think I took a screenshot. Let me just take it again. Just in case. If you guys want to continue playing the room, just stay in there. We'll get the more people maybe join the room. That they can actually join the room. That'd be great. Let's go put this. So for Europe, you can join the room for Europe now. North America League is winning right now. It's first league. This is for the second league of there definitely feels like the netcode has changed a little bit, but I'm not entirely sure what exactly.
Round 1. Ready, go! Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go!
I do think that SEGA is doing things to the servers, but they're not telling us. And I know that they're still working on the online connection stuff. We're just hoping that they can get fixed or something, or improve it overall. My experience so far is yesterday I did got to play a lot of matches, and it felt good for me. But I didn't have much issues with the World Stage rank mode. Just only had issues with the online rooms. But I know people have mentioned that with World Stage that rank mode has also felt strange too. Okay.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Alright, thanks for the follow, cat scan. Did the game froze between you and Bruce? 2 scoops?
Round 3. Ready, go!
Okay, that's good. Bad for you, but it's good for you that it's not a game freeze.
Knockout. Round 1. Knockout. Round 4. Ready, go! Knockout.
See? I thought I'm better.
Alright, we have 4 more matches before we begin the Europe Second League. So plenty of time for people who want to join the Europe room to do so. Oh, someone joined the North America room.
Ready, go!
Nope, Death Spectre in the room. You're welcome. Oh, guys, also, these rooms are meant for wired connection. So if you do join the room, please check that you are connected to a wired connection and not wireless. We do know that there is a bug with the game which people who are touch wired might not show up as wired if you were using wireless before. But just please double check and make sure that you are on a wired connection. But do not join the room if you are in the don't join the North America room right now because that is running. Europe, well, please join that room. For 1 second. Alright, we put this back on. This is actually a match. Sorry. We got the 2 Texas players playing against each other. They must got to play some matches hopefully when they were both at Texas Showdown. Alright, we got my Luke joining back in the room. Good.
Round 3. Ready, go! Excellent.
And if you guys are watching this stream, let me know if my voice is too loud compared to the game background music. Got a new microphone, so I'm messing around to find what is the best gain for the microphone.
Round 4. Ready, go! Knockout. So, who's next?
Nasu has switched back to Wolf. 3 more matches before we begin the Europe room. We have 8 players. Room to hope is 16, but we're not sure if the rooms will allow us to actually have about 16 players.
Round 1.
Yeah, we should have Luke Quick versus MF Diva now in the North America side. Luke Quick is playing Shun. I think I remember Luke Quick playing Akai in the past.
Excellent. Ready, go! Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 3.
Alright, let's see what's the stats here. Right now we have Sam the Seed and Chanta undefeated.
Knockout.
XTN and MFD in the one loss club. Mix up versus the Ooh within. Alright, 2 more matches before we begin
Round 1.
Europe Second League.
Ready, go.
And anyone who's watching the stream, please don't join the room while the league is running. Wait until it's the intermission portion to join.
Round 2. Ready, go. Round 2. Ready, go.
Welcome, Jeb.
Round 3. Ready, go.
2 more matches before him. Zen Pro 052. Hopefully, it's someone who is trying to get into the room and we get into the room. Alright, one last match and then we'll begin the Europe room.
Round 4. Ready, go.
And double check that you guys don't have any gray bar connections with anyone else in the room. That seems to be not as much of an issue now. Has anyone experienced the gray bar connections lately? I think last weekend we had a few gray bars, but that happened during the league.
Round 2. Ready, go. Round 1. Ready, go.
It seems like April is a month without much offline events. Offline VF events. At least I'm quite sure there's a lot of there are local offline events that's happening that's not publicized. Or Howard does have a weekly stuff. Offline gatherings. We do have the NorCal Bayside tournament that's happening at this weekend. I believe it's tomorrow. I believe it's tonight. So there's some offline event stream that you can check out.
Round 2. Ready, go.
Bruce Bistia, use Brad and Sarah. Those are the two I see him most commonly use. But he also used Vanessa a little bit. Yeah, we actually have 2 Brads right now on the screen.
Round 3. Ready, go.
Alright, we're gonna start now. Good luck, guys. Have fun. behind players. So about 30 minutes for this second league to be completed.
Knockout.
So, who's next?
I have to figure out something wrong with the Discord. I keep hearing Discord sounds.
Round 2. Ready, go!
CMBC versus Bruce LaBestia on the America side.
Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout.
Mission accomplished.
Round 2.
She doesn't have much neck, that legacy outfit one. Vanessa's legacy outfit doesn't have a neck. That's done.
Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go!
Jeb still playing against Natsu there. Jeb using Akira. Yeah, it's most likely because Vanessa was not one of the original members of Virtua Fighter, so they kind of just redid it. It's most likely the same one from Virtua Fighter 4 when they made these legacy outfits, VF1 outfits. Right, Sam Seed playing Shun, but he also used Eileen in the past. Alright, because Jeb versus Natsu still taking a while. Jeff takes the win. Seven two eight.
Round 1. Ready, go!
3872.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Franchise remains undefeated in North America. Two scoops for Samsey now on North America side.
Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go! 4. Ready, go! Round 2. Ready, go! Round 3. Ready, go!
See if I could figure out what's this noise I'm hearing.
Knockout!
Oh, you know what? I think I know what it is. I had to go to system.
見くびるでないぞ。
Round 1. Ready, go!
Two Discord, that's interesting. I need to figure out why I do have two Discord things open.
Round 2. Ready, go!
よし行くぞ
I'm no pushover.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Sorry, I'm troubleshooting here, and there's like some sound I'm hearing that I'm trying to figure out why I'm hearing it.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Okay, A plus destination. Let's see. 8, 9 matches has been played.
Round 4.
This is 10. 1 to 2 more rounds, so about 5 minutes. 5 minutes and the room should open up again.
Round 5. Ready, go!
Chen still has to play against Bruce Bestia, so can Chen remain undefeated? Next closest to him is the XTN. And XTN will be playing against Sam the Seed. So those two matches will be important to determine who will get first place.
Round 1.
Europe side we have Fox Pizza Cat, Jingo remains undefeated. Fox Pizza Cat was first season's league leader, the one who got most first place finishes.
Round 2.
Hey Shamu. Right now the league is winning, so wait until it is completed before joining. But it's 4040. I changed the passcode today to. I changed the passcode today since the format would be the same for North America and Europe. Since today's April the 4th, so it's gonna be 0404 for both North America and Europe. So I just made Europe today be 4040.
Round 3. Ready, go!
And so it's almost like be another 15 to 20 minutes before the Europe room for the second league to be completed.
Knockout. Round 4. Ready, go!
Alright, so yeah, the results is, and then we just switch back to the Steam to get the results. Alright, congratulations Chanchai for getting first place, XTN second, Sam the C third. Thank you guys for playing. We did run some issues where we have to restart the league. Hopefully we don't have to have that issue again. Those who want to play in the second league, just stay in the room and wait. For those who want to join the room and try to join the room, you can try so now. Thanks for playing Move Quick and Sam the Seed. And once I finish posting the information to everywhere, we will start the countdown for the second league. So people are more than welcome to join the North America room right now. Europe, don't join until it's completed, please. Chancha, are you talking? And then I just want to see if the Discord is working or not. That's a good sign that Sisha is able to join. No, Sisha has still having trouble getting in the room. What's up? Got Jeffrey McWile joined the room. Who is Jeffrey McWile? Is that someone that has participated before? Yeah, I don't think I can hear his Chanchai. Let me check on something. What's going on there? Let me first post everywhere the information, and then we'll work on that. Okay, I can't hear you guys, so it's mostly something with my setup. Let me go fix it up. Chat can't be heard. What's wrong with my thing set here?
Discord setting on his side? I'm not sure. But I do double check, and my Discord is definitely sending a signal when I speak.
Okay, they should be able to hear you now.
Alright, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, yeah. I have to figure out what's wrong with my settings. There's two Discord on my mixer here. So
I see. It. All good, all good. Well, I'm glad that you can hear me because, Yeah. But yeah, we were able to hear you loud and clear here. So
Awesome.
that was a very fun first league battle. So it's been a very interesting week, right? We've got, we've had a full week now of the patch, and a lot of different opinions, on it. But most of the people I talked to have been enjoying it, but there's definitely a decent chunk where, they've said that they feel like the game's slower, and the evade cancel changes has been frustrating for some. Some players, ECD was like a strong point of their strategy. Like it's like what set up the rest of their strategy. So they're kind of dealing with that, the frustration that like right now the ECD is. I guess the thing is for me when I use ECD, my intention is actually to evade, and then the CD is the canceling is kind of like if it happens to be that way, then I respond to the situation, right? And I'm fast enough to respond to that. For some people, I guess they use ECD just directly as they use it very in the opponent's face as a way to just they'll respond to what it gives them, but it's not really like but maybe they weren't using it like as a precisely because they want to evade. They just kind of used it as like a technique that might be hard to deal with, right? But then they would also, if you started throwing them, they would of course adjust. So this is not saying that they didn't adjust. They definitely adjusted, but they were used to pressuring certain. They were used to narrowing the opponent's decision space with the ECD, and then doing their strategy around that. And I think that's where some of them feel very frustrated. I also feel like there's probably some players who maybe when they came from Tekken, they took their movement approach that's kind of more Tekken inspired, and they kind of adapted a Virtua Fighter form of that. And so that's where they're feeling these ECD changes kind of hard. Whereas I think there's some of us that remember playing Virtua Fighter before Final Showdown. We're used to like the half circulars being a strong answer and the delay attack being a strong answer. That didn't mean we stopped debating. It just meant that we had to be more precise with it.
Yeah, in Virtua Fighter 4, there was less things that you can actually fuzzy against. So with Virtua Fighter 5, they expanded the range of moves that you can actually fuzzy guard against. Like the where you can crouch down and get back up to block mid-end throws and void throws. So Ace in Virtua Fighter 4 days, it was much less safe. There's that guy. And with Virtua Fighter 5, they seem to have expanded where there's a safe portion too, which a lot of the people who did transition didn't like, and so you could see that there's quite a diverse opinion.
Yeah, well, I mean, and first one thing, a technical interruption. Rushdown Turtle's been trying really hard to get into the room, and they can't get in. They're having real trouble trying to get into the room. So, I mean, said that, okay. No, it's good to remind everyone that when Final Showdown came out, there was definitely a lot of people, both in Japan and outside Japan, who, when the evade cancel tech, when we realized how pretty strong it is, some players were very vocal about not liking that direction of the game, right? For them, they felt that the evade cancel was too strong. And I would say that where they have a point is like, because it made Wolf's half circular game really, really hard to use. He needed like a lot of advantage. So it became something where he couldn't do it from small advantage. He needed like Itaku to do his half circular game. And for some people, that's a bit much. And I understand that too, because it can be constraining. And that's why I also feel that Wolf gets stronger in this version, just simply because he has more access to his traditional tools than before. I don't want to dismiss anybody that's having their growing pains and frustrations with the version. I personally like the version, so people have asked me what I think. The verdict's still out, but so far I like this version very much. What I did say, and this is maybe not as empathetic, but more of like, well, I had to ask the question, am I having trouble with this movement change? And I have not. But it's like, well, why is that, right? And so when I asked that question myself, I think it's because there's like a few things about it. One, I use spacing a lot, and the spacing actually guides some of my, doesn't fully guide it, but it influences how I'm going to use evade and where I'm going to use it, and where I sense there's a good margin of error. But at the core, when I evade, I actually intend to evade. So I do evade cancel because you should do it, but my intention is not like to option select and see what we get. My intention is because I think I can evade you. And so because of that approach, I'm trying to be very precise with my evades. And I think people see that last week and they see it this week in the matches. And they see it on Tuesdays, on the Chanchai's dojo on Tuesday. They see that I'm not at all slower than I was before. Not one bit. Like, I'm just as fast as I always have been. And I'm known to be a very fast player. And that's also because I use forward and backdash and crouch dash more. And on top of that, when I fight opponents, I actually try to sense what their attack timing is. Are they delaying, or are they... And this is something that I built more and more over the years, but especially 3 years ago, which I'll get into. But basically, if the opponent delays attacks, then I will switch to dash evade, because the dash evade is more likely to still evade somebody that's trying to delay attack. If I dash evade something that is like a buffered attack, though, I will get less advantage than if I normally buffered that evade. But I'm willing to do that if I think the opponent likes to delay attack. So a long time ago, I addressed this situation about evading accurately. And I came to that especially 3 years ago, because 3 years ago, we just had the Super Choya Cup. I went to the Super Choya Cup 3 years ago, amazing time in February of 2023. And I was playing very strong in that event, but a comment did stick out to me. When I was fighting Denkai, Nero would comment, "I think Chanchai will have a hard time with delay attack." And then Gentleman Thief said a similar comment on stream, where they're like, "He's playing really good, but I think he would have trouble with delay attack." And it took me a while to really understand what they were commenting about, even though I was winning a lot, right? And at the time that I think Nero said it, I was like on a big win streak against Denkai, right? But eventually Denkai kind of figures it out. Denkai just used more of he goes back to his I'll wait and I'll attack when I think it's the right time to attack. And that's the same thing as the delay attack. So 3 years ago, I had to realize I was overusing ECD, and it became a weak point for me. And so that's why the way that I play now, you guys see me evade a lot, and you see me evade cancel a lot, and I still evade cancel a lot. It's just that I just had to learn to be very, very precise with it. And also, one of the great advices, there was a Japanese player who gave a lot of Southwestern players advice when they had some kind of session I'd heard about, and that player told them crouch dash is better than ECD, like always. And that was the conclusion I came to 3 years ago as well. It took me about 10 months to really come to the conclusion that I did, and it took me 3 months to kind of more formalize what's going on. And that's how I developed what I've been teaching, called some people would call it the tempo triangle, or the rock paper scissors of attack versus attack. And that is the relationship between buffer, which is speed 0, delay, which is speed 1, where you do crouch dash into attack, and speed 2, which is ECD attack. And that's a rock paper scissor in itself, though it's a little more volatile now, but it still applies. So anyways, that's my journey on that, and that's why I think that's why the ECD changes have not bothered me, because internally I addressed my accuracy issues with ECD and understood that I was overusing it maybe 3 years ago.
All right, we have 3 more matches remaining before we start the second league for North America. Two Scoop is exiting to see if they allow people to join in. All right, see some.
Rushdown Turtle has good comments on connection.
Yeah, I heard you. Yeah, you told me about that. Rushdown Turtle, C-Shot.
He said that the other day this was happening with him and Fox. We couldn't join a 2-man room together. Wow.
2-man? Wow.
2-man room. It was eventually fixed when Fox restarted his game, which makes me wonder if this problem is actually on my end. I do think it has to do with the
who you're playing against too.
Yeah. I think it has to do with that, like the connection itself, meaning two players, that joint between them. And I think sometimes something has to be addressed somewhere there. I would say that if we look at things not just as the players that have trouble with this, but when certain players match up, that's usually when I see this problem. And that's why I think it's a quote unquote matchup problem. We'll use the term matchup if that helps people understand what I'm trying to talk about. But basically the pairing seems to be the challenge. And that's also why, you know why joining a room late is more likely to have a problem? Because once you're in the room, everyone's gravy with you. So now it's the people that don't have a good connection with you. That increases the chances that they might not have a connection with you. So you're more likely to run into that when you come into the party later. Whereas if you come to the party sooner, there's a decent chance it's working, you know. And that's because I think that implies that it's the pairing, it's that connection with that other person. But is there a way to make it work? Yeah, we've made it work many times. But it just seems like this game is more strict about booting somebody off with that, or saying no, that's not going to work. No, that's not going to work. Whereas remember in the past, there would sometimes be, you join a room and there was someone else in the room and everything seemed fine, but you always had trouble with that. I think now the game is just more strict in actually booting somebody out.
All right, congratulations, Kingo, for getting first place. Black's Pizza Cat getting second with Taka. Jub getting third. Thank you guys for playing. We'll do one more league for Europe.
Two Scoops got back in. Good to hear. Merkster, good to see you. Hope you're doing really well. Good to see you on the Twitch side of things. I always appreciate your support on both Twitch and on YouTube. Shadosha says they can't get in either.
Yeah,
Shadosha, no, we want Shadosha.
we got two more matches before we get in the North America room. Yeah, this is the round 0 bug, and it was specifically with after patch 1.08 came out, which this round 0 bug happened. Because
we need Shadosha energy to like crack on SEGA. You know, about Shadosha. You are our warrior. We need you to like crack on it on SEGA in a very Shadosha way, so SEGA will like listen harder. You know, so make them listen harder, Shadosha. You're our only hope. So.
Sorry. But yeah, because before patch 1.08, even with the netcode issues, or we had gray bar connections or room instability, I was able to host both North America and Europe with both rooms full, like so 32 players. But after 2 weeks, when 1.08 came out, that's when that round 0 bug happened. So yeah.
Shadosha's dealing with the timeout, with the when you're picking everyone and it's trying to turn all the grays into color, and then
so it's been a very frustrating experience. Yeah, I think for people, the issue is that we do have people who want to play, but the game is not allowing us to play it, and so yeah.
Shadosha feels our pain, so we need the Shadosha megaphone on this. You know? I mean, we are telling SEGA this stuff. They do watch the stream and they observe it. So we're just like, dude, like this is driving us nuts, and it's well, what drives us nuts is when we do see when we see it like really we see it discouraging from a group that really wants to play but wants to play in these room battles. And we do think that when room battles work, it's one of the most fun ways to play. Of course, I advocate for a balanced diet, so I do think if possible, you should do some ranked, you should do some single player, you should do some rooms, and you definitely should have sparring partners. Everyone should have sparring partners that they can chat with, they're just loving BF with, and they can fits their schedule and they can play with.
Alright, one last match. Jeffrey McWow. Do anyone know who Jeffrey McWow is? Is he someone new?
I would have thought that Jeffrey McWell was Shidosha, except that Shidosha says he can't get into the room.
Yeah, Shojosha is like a Stormlord rank now, right? He's a
Yeah.
Europe Elite, the Europe Elite. So
It turns out Shidosha's trying to play on 2 different systems. No, I'm just kidding. No, no, that'd be amazing to play a league on 2 systems at once.
I tried that as testing. It messes things up a lot.
Yeah.
When I actually have both my I
Yeah.
did try that, and it really messed things up. Like yeah, it
Easy
was,
Antis was probably flagging you. Yeah.
yeah. I do wonder that. I wonder if me hosting both leagues at simultaneous right now with the same IP is
No,
causing like a limit, but it's happening to other people who's not hosting 2 rooms at the same time. So I don't
I'm
think.
tempted to ask the question. Like, we should ask people if anybody's using VPN. You guys, are any of you guys using VPN? Just curious. I'm not saying that's the factor. I can imagine VPN totally messing with your. I can imagine Easy Anti Cheat totally hating on VPN. So if you're on a VPN, I don't know. Maybe consider if that causes it. That said, I would never want you to compromise your security. So I would never want you to compromise your security.
I messaged some people. Like I think they're on wireless. If their connection with them is unstable, let me know too. Because we do want. This has been since 2022. The rules of the Akai leagues is people play on wired connection if possible. Maybe because it does solve some of the issues that people are experiencing. All right, we're gonna begin now. Good luck, guys. Have fun.
Good luck, have fun. Thanks so much.
10 players for second league for North America. Again, apologies for all those people who try to get in and can't. We at least have 3 people mentioned for North America: Sadosha, Sisha, Westdown Turtle, and then we had several players earlier who couldn't get in, or well, because we had to restart the room.
Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout!
Hey, welcome, Lucky Strike. Rusty's in here. We've got five matches before we begin this league for Europe. Yeah. Thanks for playing earlier. Mahmood, Crapulent, and Andre Crapulent is Nepula.
Round 3. Ready, go! Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 4. Ready, go! Excellent! Round 3. Round 5. Go! Ready, go! Knockout!
I'm not posting the express. Sorry, I think that's where the confusion is. I wasn't posting all the information to every site. Yeah, it becomes a little bit more taxing when these rooms are not running smoothly, because we have to deal with the game issues and then also with the players, trying to contact each player. And then for playing the area, you see we got how much information log. 4 more matches begin. Welcome, Simon Fu. North America, please do not join that room since that league is running right now. I need to put my attention to more stuff than this. Oh, 14 B. Yeah, so those who've been playing, how's the connection so far? It's been mixed results from different people.
Round 2.
Okay, let's fix this up.
Go.
Yeah, again, there's no session tomorrow, Sunday. It's a Qingmingji, Chinese holiday. Basically, going to the clean the grave of your ancestors.
Knockout. Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go. Round 2. Ready, go. Knockout. Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go. Ready, go.
Hey, move quick. Is it with certain players right now in the room, or is it just with everybody in the room?
Knockout. Knockout. Round 4. Ready, go. Excellent.
Right, 3 more matches before we begin the Europe room. Welcome back, Nimue. Thanks for playing. Jub. Let's see, we have Nieru, Jub, Adandro exiting, Nepuha, and we have Shemi S. Armor, Rusty, Lucky Strike, Khalil, and Zaman Fu joining. That's the idea of these leagues, trying to be as flexible as possible for people to want to play, to be able to participate. Not all players.
Round 2. Ready, go.
Yeah, thanks for that information, Movement. I do think that there's things that's happening with the SEGA messing around with the netcode network, but it's not publicly posting about it. I can confirm that even when patch 1.10 was released, they were working on improving the netcode and net connections. That I can confirm. Will this result in better netcode for us to play? I believe it is very difficult, and that is why they're still working on it. But at least I know for sure that they are working on netcode.
Round 3. Ready, go.
Yeah, so those watching the stream for the first time or never participate in these league sessions, I host both Europe and North America leagues simultaneously. I do this usually both on Saturdays and Sundays. This weekend is different because there's a Chinese holiday, Qingmingji, so I will not be hosting a session tomorrow. But next weekend it should be both Saturdays and Sundays. Let's go put this like this for now. But it's good. We got 11 players or 10 players in Europe. Nice. Got 10 players in North America. It's good to see both Europe and North America players are showing up.
I'm on top.
But even if we have a small number of players, if at least 4 people show up below 1 leagues, and even if it's less than 4, if people show up into play, we keep these league rooms up and running until at least until one side or the other is completed. Alright, how many more matches before we get in? Preparing 2 more matches, and then we'll start Europe's last league. We're currently running the second league for North America. And if you guys are watching the stream, I'm using a new microphone than previously, so if the sound is off, like is it extra loud or not as loud or it's not as clear, let me know so I can mess around and fix around to see what I could fix. But it looks like we'll be also seeing all blurring matches on the North America side. But you could watch his matches on his stream. So again, Europe room, there's something you can join that room right now because before we start the last league. North America, please wait until the second league is completed before joining. I'll post and let you know. Also, here's a question. Now that we do have a wired connection indicator, 2 of the players, at least in the North America room, is listed as wireless. I have played against people on rank mode and stuff on wireless connection, and for most part, most of them is quite stable. But the rule of the Akai since 2022 is people should be on wired connection. So, opinion on that, please let me know. Because if the connection is worse because of wireless, we do want there's more known issues when people are playing on wireless than there is on wired, and it does make the experience much better for the most part. So that's something I want to think about because I think we. But it has been the rules of these league sessions as people play on wired connection. Who is on 2 frames or so, Agent Oblivion? Because the issue here is that some of the people are starting these leagues new, and so they're not aware of that 3 frames for net settings, in which we basically had to tell them. Since the default setting is 2. So the main thing that I can enforce is that people let me know because I can't see what their settings are, and so I can tell them, hey, can you adjust your settings to at least the delay frames of 3? Most people are understanding about that. Can you tell me which one? There's 2 players. If it's anything, it might be Death Black since he's the new participant who haven't played for a while. If you're on his chat, can you tell me which player it was? And I'll go message him about that.
Round 1. Ready, go! Excellent. Round 2.
It looks like Pingo is now can't get into a room.
Ready, go!
He's trying to get in multiple times. There's a gray bar connections. Let me check with Kingo.
Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 4. Ready, go!
Yeah, thanks for the information. I just messaged him. Again, a lot of these players are people who are playing on the default setting of 2, which for the most part I can play delay setting 2 quite comfortably. But for like the entire continent, we do recommend delay setting at least 3 for these leagues. We're gonna begin. Good luck, guys. Have fun. I'm not hearing information, right? Oh shoot, there I started. Sorry, I was messaging people and forgot to press the start button. Alright, we're gonna begin after this match. Let me check with Kingo to see if he... Is Kingo on the stream by any chance? He is not, so let me go check with him live.
Round 1. Ready, go!
I guess I need to really spell these things out. Game settings.
Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go! Excellent.
Okay.
Round 3.
You let guys have fun in Europe.
Ready, go!
Same place. Frame delay, frame delay, frame delay.
Knockout. Round 4. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 5. Ready, go! Round 2. Knockout.
You're no match for me.
Knockout.
Kingo.
Round 3. Ready, go! four. Ready, go! Knockout!
Hey, this is Ramen Fu, first time actually participating, right? Is this first? Let me go check. No, it's a scare Yako. I might be mistaking the team's name. Ah, no, this is Ramen Fu's returning player. Great. Always like to have people return to play. Show that the session does actually work, even with all the issues it has. We Virtua Fighter players are gluttons for punishments.
Knockout! Round three. Ready, go! Ready, go! Knockout!
On the battlefield, you'd be dead.
Round two. Ready, go! Knockout! Round three. Ready, go!
Yeah, to them extra slowing, updating stuff.
Knockout! Round four. Ready, go! Round two. Knockout!
Alright, we have right now Natsu Razanov as the only undefeated players in the Northern Europe room right now.
Round three.
This is the last league.
Go! Round one. Ready, go! Knockout! Round four. Ready, go! Knockout!
You're no match for me.
Round two. Ready, go!
Alright, North America side, we have just 8 matches in, one more match before we end it. before it ends, and then we'll have room for people to join again. Just go double check something.
Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go!
Jeffrey McWild undefeated? Who is Jeffrey McWild? Let's go check it out.
Knockout.
I've got grace and power.
Jeffrey McWild is Volcano Shed.
Round 2. Ready,
You guys had to make me put the extra work in to figure out who each person is, I'll make these little notes in my black book. Was one thing I have to say is Volcano Shed, like seeing players like, for example, Blurring, Volcano Shed, who kind of started playing this game very early on in the league sessions and hasn't seen their progress before is something really great. Yeah, there will be one more North America League. So after it is completed, this should be the last round. You can join, and hopefully that you can get in. Just like right now in the Europe Realm, Kingo, who won the first two leagues today in the Europe Realm, he had great bar connection with someone, so he exited to try to fix it, and then he can't get back in. So yeah, I think the worst thing about this is people who want to play Virtua Fighter and in these league sessions is having trouble doing it. It's like there's like this big wall that prevents them to do that. Oh, no. Don't actually hit something. There we go. You see, that is the last round, right? Yeah, just this one more match between A+ and Mix-Up, and we'll determine the results. And it looks like Jeffrey Moyle got his first loss courtesy of Chan Chai. So Chan Chai does take first place. Second first place finish. And again, the reason why I want people to let me know their names, one thing is easier on me so that I can actually update these stats and stuff of the players' records and everything. It's been a while for me to actually get it all completed, but I finally caught up and have everyone's records since 2022 all compiled into one big document, which ended up being 850 plus pages, and for ease of reference and looking, it should be somewhere around 1,600 pages once it's completed. But we'll talk about that later. Congratulations, Chan Chan, for getting first place. Jeffrey McWild, aka Volcano Shed, gets second. Blurring gets third.
Oh,
Thank you
Jeffrey
guys for
McWild is
playing.
Volcano Shed.
I'm sorry.
Thanks for clarifying that is Volcano Shed.
Yeah, I'll put him in my little black book of people who are making my life harder. So that goes search information and stuff.
Okay, all the different names on the Discord are kind of fun. So I forgot what name they put on the Discord. It might be Jeffrey McWild.
Let me go put this
Gotta use
here.
the Dosha vocabulary, like they're McWild, and so
Yeah,
I like
guys,
McWild.
make my life easier, please. I don't mind you change your nicks and stuff, but just let me know ahead of time so that I can update my stat book as easy as possible. Which is at 850 pages, and I'm finally caught up to everything. Yay! So the next step will be
So
Yeah.
Wu Within asked a really good question. Okay, so Chancha he says, Chancha, is it possible to react to 2P and see if it hit or blocked? I got hit a lot trying to 6P after blocking 2P. Might have to look at replays later. So yes, it's possible, and yes, I do it. But here's what I recommend. A lot of people try to hit confirm. That's not what I do. I react because I look at the startup frames of 2P. Now, 2P is one of the hardest things to react to, so this skill takes a long time to build. It's more that you're anticipating 2P, or you have to really keep that 2P as a possibility in your mind. And so when you're guarding and you realize your opponent is going to do a 2P, that animation is very distinct. The opponent crouches and they cock their arm back. And so at some point you start seeing that animation. And then you start predicting, okay, I'm going to block that. Or no, I'm about to get interrupted by it. This is really powerful because if you're doing a high string, like let's say you're Jean and you did PKP. So you do PKP and you see your opponent is going to low punch you. You can actually now, if you at least understand that it's possible for them to low punch interrupt this high string, you can start preparing to do a fuzzy guard the moment that low punch hits you. So in Virtua Fighter, I recommend what Juicebox called animation checking. I used to call this pre-checking, but animation checking is a way better term. So animation checking is watching your opponent's startup frames and kind of making a prediction about what that hit's going to be, because you know if you're going to block, you know if you're vulnerable, you know if you already hit a button and you're about to get counter hit. You want to build this skill, and it takes a long time. It's different. However, it does not take away from hit confirming. It adds to it. You're extending your confirmation window by adding information that goes before hit confirming. So I hope that helps. But that's the reason why the veteran is pretty sharp at responding to things like blocking 2P and doing elbow. Is we're seeing the 2P before it touches us, and then we're like, okay, and we know whether or not we're able to block it or not. That's how I respond to it. That's why I'm able to buffer on it. It's very hard to buffer if you didn't expect the 2P to come. It's very hard to, but at some point it starts becoming a sharp response. So over time, you will build the skill. 2P is one of the hardest. So keep working at it. And my advice, number one, get numb to being hit. Don't feel so negative if someone hits you. 2, because it's just numbers after that. 2, always watch your opponent's half of the screen. In fact, just stare at your opponent's character is plenty enough. You can use your peripheral vision to see other things, but this game is not like a 2D game where you need to look at 6 to 9 points of the screen at once. You actually only need to look at your opponent's character for a lot of the most meaningful decisions that you got to make in this game. So stare at your opponent's character and get numb to getting hit, and embrace that this game would encourage you to buffer. So because of that, watching their startup frames will give you a lot of information. It even gives you information like where to evade and stuff like that too. Over time, as you build experience. Woo Within, is that answer okay for you? Please let me know. If you didn't hear it because of ads, I will message you myself. All right.
Oh, I forgot to hit the button. Returning players from 2026 pertaining first time 2026 volcano shades. Alright, there we go. Let's see. Once we have a that's posted there.
Yeah, Call from Hawaii adds that they say there's 2 parts to confirming your pokes, audio and visual, so both important. Now, that said, I train without audio, but I am already trained on audio, and audio is definitely the thing that humans can react to faster. And honestly, some players absolutely need audio. As a competitor, I made the decision long ago that I wouldn't completely rely on audio, but that when I do play with audio on, then yeah, I'm using it. But I've trained myself to be strong even without audio. So, because I think like it's not a handicap or anything like that, but it's an advantage, and it strengthens your visual checking. So, but that said, this game's audio design is designed to really, it gives you information. It tells you what kind of hit happened, and the audio design is, as a competitor, the audio design is great. I know that aesthetically, some people would like maybe a newer direction aesthetically for the sound, but as far as competition goes, this game, the sound gives you good information, just maybe not 3D information. So 3D information would be cool in the future one. If we could have people that could play blind even more. We do have someone who's legally blind who can play VF, but if they can design the audio to be that would be amazing.
Wrestling is the ultimate sport.
Yeah, 5 more matches. We're gonna start the 5-match countdown now for North America last league. We just finished posting everywhere, guys. Some comments here. So one thing, if you actually analyze the sound from hits and block, while most people will react faster to the audio stimulus versus visual stimulus, but how the sound with the hit effect sound and the block effect sound, they actually start later than the first detection of the visual. So you'll see the spark showing that you block or normal hit or count hit before the audio sound comes up. So is there actually an advantage to try to hear versus visual? That's harder to tell now because the sound comes later than the visual.
Could be, yeah. That said, there's some cool situations where the sound really can help better, right? Like Leon, if he actually tries to do the long range mix up between his 6K plus G and his 3K plus G, he has a different yell. So the audio could tell you which one to block high or block low.
Yeah, I was referring to just the actual checking portion. The hit, or the hit, you're gonna figure out if it's gonna be a hit or a block.
Yeah, so the sound comes a little later.
Yeah, sound always comes out later than the actual visual. So you'll see if you look at it still by still, the first thing that will show that it's going to be a hit or block is visually, and then the sound will come out a few frames later. So the visual, like you see that white flash or the yellow flash or red flash, those will show up. That will be the first signal you see. So that very first like a low punch is being blocked, and you see that white frame, the white flash. That very first frame will show that white flash, but the sound doesn't come up until like 2 or 3 frames later.
I see.
And
I can see a funny situation where on tournaments, if they're using PC, and if their setup has like a lot of like parts of chain on the visual on the monitor, but someone's using like headphones plugged into the computer itself, that there could be like a difference between the sound and the visual. But in this case, the sound would help you because the sound would actually tell you what's happening on the machine speed versus what's happening like on the screen. So it'd be very interesting if you had that situation.
just if you're right now, yeah. So we have 4 more matches before we begin the North America's last league. We're going to this last one. But some questions we have to start talking about is how stringent do I need to be on the wireless or wire connection things on letting people play. I'm sorry, I was watching the match here. So 2 pies.
I like the measured approach you've had because I think you've tried to be as inclusive as you can, but you know, and then there's been time where you had to draw a line, but where you draw the line has been, I think for the most part, most people have been pretty happy with it. But it is true that there's probably people that, you know, that put up with it for a bit and then don't like it and stop playing in the league. But I think those players had various reasons that they probably would have stopped playing league, you know, or lowered the amount of league in their diet. You know, a lot of times those types of players also, you know, like the one game aspect of league drives them nuts anyways, and they want rooms for like
I think right now, my opinion right now is the requirement is still that you have to be on wire connection.
Yeah.
This is not like a new rule or anything. It's been the rule that we say since 2022. So so those who've been playing this for a very long time should know what it is. But if someone's new who's playing for the first time and they're on wireless, we could we could just let them try once, and if it's bad or something, then we say can't participate unless you're wired. But this feedback for those who are actually the regular participants, let me know what your opinion is on wires and wired. Do we give some leeway, or do we want it to be very stringent on that wire connection?
Okay, when did you measure the sound thing? Or when did you observe it, like try to observe whether sound
when I was doing the hit checking stuff,
what year?
Basically 2023 was like a 2020 when Ultimate Showdown came out. I was doing all these frame by frame analysis and stuff.
All right. Okay. So
so
it was given back
Hmm?
then. Okay, just wondering because you remember like a year ago, the first month or the first month and a half before they had a patch update, this game was like the audio would go off and you would have rollback audio. So you'd hear
You're talking about that, yeah.
whoosh.
No.
Yeah, that was really rough.
This is a
Rollback-
training mode, and having the input delay so I could do
So
some
I was
frame
wondering.
analysis.
I was wondering if they delayed the audio for that reason, but no, it was existing before rollback netcode. So okay, because that was really funny. It was obnoxious whenever you'd hear the counter hit launch, but it rolled back. So.
Alright, we did get Sisha did actually get into this last room, so the VF
Hell
Neko
yeah.
the VF Neko Gods was kind to him.
And I see green with them. Oh, I see red now, but I saw green earlier. That's okay. It's okay, Shisha.
This is yeah, it's like the VF Neko Gods are like are finicky. Like they allow one person to play and then they don't allow the other. Like Caesar couldn't join in the first two times.
The gods are like, that's life. Don't blame me.
Yeah.
You're
The
God.
first two leagues, like Caesar can't join, then the last one he can. Kingo in the Europe will play in the first two leagues, but he accidentally tried to fix the gray bar connections and can't join back in, so it's like it gives and takes. It's, no mercy.
Oh, and Wu Within, do keep working on that media timing. It's true that my way of playing likes to challenge people, so that if they didn't have the media timing down, I might hit them. But don't let that discourage you. Keep working on that media timing.
Also, the question was Wu was asking about 2B. Was he asking about block confirmation? Like he's blocking a low punch and he's trying to punish it, or is he is he the low puncher and he's trying to hit confirm
So
that?
I think he was blocking low punch, and so for that
I
would-
see. Okay.
But I do have a drill for that, and that drill is like record the AI doing a forward dash into 2P twice, and then repeat that over and over like 6 times. And you fight against that recording, block the low punch, respond to it, but also understand that you can start buffering. Like if you turn off the hit information, the one that says high, mid, low, if you turn that off in the display settings, you can see the quote unquote hit sparks. And so whenever like the low punch like gets blocked, there's like a white cloud, like a mini white cloud, puff cloud, when it disappears, that's when you can buffer. Like that's when you can finish buffering, is when that cloud disappears around that time.
So a different way of learning to be more efficient in blocking low punch and punishing if someone's trying to attack after you block that low punch. Just remember you have already committed yourself to blocking, so you don't really have to check anything really. You only have to check for if you holding block and you block. If you're holding block, you expect if your opponent's going to strike you, you will have advantage. Alright, so you can pretty much already anticipate that you will have advantage if they go and strike at you. Even if they use a low strike against you, if you're using standing block, you should have majority of the time advantage. There's only a subset of moves that your opponent will still be at advantage after their attack gets blocked. So if you already have that preset mindset that you will have the advantage, it will help you be able to react faster. At least that's how I
think that's a great tip. I think that's a really good tip. I think that'll help a lot.
it's harder to hit check. I think when you're on offense, because on offense you don't know if they're going to block it or you're going to get count hit, normal hit. But as in offense, but as in defense, it's much easier. There's only one type of frame. The majority of the thing if you block is going to be have frame advantage. Even low
I'll,
shots, if they hit you, you have frame advantage.
I'll be honest, most of the time when I'm doing animation checking from offense, I'm looking to see if I get a counter hit because they attack or if they're crouching. All right, good luck, have fun.
I think we're almost finished with Europe. So North America's the last league. We got 11 players also. Go ahead. All right, last league for North America. Yeah, I'll go talk a little bit about that too, my opinion on the blocking. And but first, congratulations, Matthew, for getting first place. Let me take a screenshot of this for record keeping. Ox Pizza gets second with Pi. Should join the Pi army, abandon the Leon army. Congratulations to Wazenev with Brad for getting third place. Let's see, one more. That is it for the Europe League room. If you want to continue playing the room, please do so. If there's a lot of people who's still in the room, I don't mind hitting the league button so that people don't have to wait in line to play their matches. So if there's like 6 or 5 more people still in the room and want to play, I'll hit the league button for you guys. If not, I'll just let the room run as is. All right. But if you got the European players in the room right now, just let me know what you guys want me to do. All right, North America is in this last league, so let's do it. No, it's not intermission, it's free play. And again, for the European players, I will not be hosting a league session tomorrow Sunday. It is a Chinese holiday Qingmingji, which is a day which we pay respects to their ancestors by going to the cemetery and cleaning the graves. But next week we should continue as is. So how is the for Europe? How is the connections overall? Open 14C. Good connections. Some people feel a little bit more laggy. You'll have to face them with Jim Hine, so just get out now, so you don't have to worry about next league or so, the next round or so.
Round 2. Ready, go! Round 3. Ready, go!
Green feels worse for you? Okay. That's interesting to note. Some people say it feels good, some people don't.
On the battlefield, you'd be dead.
Feels ring us. It feels so Always feels bad when you lose to a ring out like that. I know I feel bad.
Round 4. Ready, go! Bring out! To be strong is beautiful. Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 2. Ready, go! Bring out! Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout! To be strong is beautiful.
Yeah, also those who say the game feels worse, again,
Round 1.
or even if the game feels better for you, uh, give that feedback to SEGA. Like, go to their official Discord and let them know. Um, uh, you might think they might not be actually doing anything about it. I know for a fact that they're still working on it. So if you do notice something that has changed for you with version 1.10 or even whatever, and you have not posted that information to on their official Discourse feedback, please do. Everyone playing this game has different connection setups and what else. And the netcode seems to work for some people and not work for others. World Stage has definitely made it so that a portion of the community that was able to play fine before it can't do so now. So these type of information, hopefully they will be able to, if you provide it, they will be able to get it to work for you. No promise of when or when they can do it. I do know that they are actually working on it still. But what they're trying to do is tough. Do you notice that the roleplay setting, the rollback frames has increased, Marco? For those matches? That might be some of the yankiness and stuff.
Round 1. Ready, go!
I do think that 1.10 the netcode was adjusted to be something here and there. It was not noted in the notes or anything. And some of the stuff that they're doing to the netcode is not actually part of the game itself, but just their the network servers and what else. Ultimately, what we want is, people who want to play can play, and especially those who have been playing this game. And World Stage has made it a worse experience. those are the ones that really is hard to accept. Hey, there was a late fake playing that. That's who's playing late fake. Hey, there's 5 people in the North America Europe room. You want me to hit the league button?
Round 4. Ready, go! Round 2.
Now, today feels worse, some days it feels better. That seems to be just common too. Because I think with Box Pizza, it felt worse. Like for World Stage came out, it felt worse on the first few weekends, and then it got worse and worse, and then there, in the month, it felt better. It's yeah, it's it is what it is.
See? I thought I'm better.
But speaking on more optimistic notes, you know, we did got another 3 months down. Steam Deck set offline was it? Are you getting multiple controller switching? Quick missile. That has been something that's been happening with other people playing offline, in which their controller switch. It's been going to menus and bring up the Steam code drawer. I'm sorry, Zampo, the room has already started running. You're more than welcome to spectate matches, but you won't be able to participate, as the league is already running. Like the Steam and bring up the Steam control, like some ghost controller is messing with it, huh? My experience with the PC is that if I plug in a my Combat Obsidian 2 into the while the game is running, it messes up the configurations in which I cannot get it to work correctly. I basically have to restart the game or change how my controller is being read before it can be read how it's supposed to. Other people is mentioning when they play offline that the controller just switch between player 1 and player 2 like even during mid-match. Steam Deck was a mess for you, but okay.
Round 3. Ready, go!
The controller switching, yes. The issue of it's randomly going up to the Steam menu, that is something that has happened before the patch also. Alright, let's see, we're 5 rounds in. 6 more rounds to go. What's the size of the game? I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Knockout!
Yeah, that's a known thing that happened before patch 1.10. But just to bring it back up for SEGA if it's how regular this is. Anyone who has experience, let them know.
Knockout. Round one. Ready, go! Round one. Ready, go! Knockout. Round two. Ready, go! Round two. Ready, go! Knockout. Round three. Ready, go! Knockout.
Today has been very bad. I've been not closing things fast.
Knockout. 이카가 가나?
We have a nice decent turnout for the first day of the second season or second quarter. Both Europe and North America was more than halfway full.
Round one.
Of course, we had people had issues getting into the room, which is unfortunate. Right now, we have Volcano Shed undefeated. We have only person undefeated. Blaring's at 1 loss, Chanta's at 1 loss. Chanta's only loss came courtesy of Volcano Shed.
Knockout. Round two. Ready, go!
Just wait just to before we get.
Knockout. Round three. Ready, go! Round two. Ready, go! Knockout.
Thank you for playing Box Pizza Cat and Natsu. Till next time.
Round three.
We people still playing. Let them continue playing, of course. Of course, once I stop streaming too, people still play in the room. But if you're from Europe and want to play in the Europe, there are still people playing, or you can't find people play. There are still 3 people playing in the Europe room.
Knockout.
counter attack with.
Round 4. Ready, go! Ring out! Knockout! Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout!
If you're
Round 3.
but if you are committed
Go!
to standing block, this hit you have advantage. Doing hit by low strikes, you still no more. You're bad.
Knockout!
Good.
Round 4. Ready, go! Knockout!
Oh, sorry, I forgot to put this back onto that. I was typing. Man, today I'm very slow in doing everything.
Knockout! Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 4. Ready, go! Knockout!
Alright. Jeffrey McWild, aka Volcano Shed, has got his first loss. Who gave him that loss? Who's playing the spoiler role? Who's giving? It looks like the person who did it was Blurring. Blurring now says that's one loss, courtesy of Chanchai. And Chanchai is now 2 losses. So right now it is a battle for first place between Jeffrey McWild and Blurring. Get to see Caesar versus Zack Attack. It seems like people's Ace who's responding to my when I'm speaking on the microphone is hearing me clearly, so I don't think I need to adjust my microphone too much. It's kind of nice to have this microphone. I don't have to have as much wires all over the place. My old setup. So thank you, the anonymous member of the community who has sent me this microphone.
Round 3. Ready, go! Round 2. Ready, go!
Now, I'm also aware that the in-game tournament thing is not working very well either. My experience with that since the very beginning was that it was not working very well since pretty much the beginning. But it seems to have gotten worse. And especially since that is something that is part of the game, I do hope that they are able to fix it for those who do enjoy it. Yep, that's what I had to say. It was like it did work well for those in Japan, but I'm hearing people from Japan is having issues with that too. The best offline matches might be laptop. Console should be more stable too. But if you're talking about ones without the if you're talking about latency issues and stuff, then yeah, the laptop might be the best option. A good laptop. I like the Switch actually. I have very good experience with Switch, but mostly people who's more sensitive to the frame delay and what else, that might not be the option you guys want to play with. I think with Noodle's report that it was like 90 millisecond, 100 millisecond on his setup. Right now it sounds like the PC version of the game has more control issues, and the Xbox thing we should know. But I have to suggest that anyone who actually wants to participate in offline events, like major events in offline, don't get too comfortable just playing on like the best setup you have possible. Which a lot of players seems to want to play with the least amount of latency issues, which so far seems to be on PC. But like for big events like EVO and what else, the main console that is being used is the PlayStation 5. So if you're going to be playing in tournaments and stuff, you might want to consider that in how you play. You also have to worry about the Brooks wingmans. Some of them seem to work very well, and some do not, from my experience. Especially for Virtua Fighter. And it could lead to like your inputs not being read as well. Not necessarily like this latency issue, but so when I was messing around with some wingmans, like I had a very good experience with the Brook wingman that I was using for my controllers with like the on the Switch too. But when I was trying to use the wingman, like I think it's called FG2, the one that's the controls to work on the PlayStation 5, it led to basically where I can't press a button where it just for one single frame. Like every time I press a button, it's read as at least 2 frames. And so it led to some strange things. Like if I wanted to press 2 buttons simultaneously, if I'm a little bit sloppy, usually by 1 frame, it's still recognized as me pressing 2 buttons at the same time. But with the Brook wingman that I was using, since all inputs are read at least 2 frames, so if I press 1 button, try and press 2 buttons at the same time, and one of them is being read 2 frames earlier than I press the second one, then it'll be read as maybe I'm using push attack instead of P plus K. And anyone who's trying to do like the 1 frame knee of Akai, I would not be able to do that with the Brook wingman FG2. So just if you do use a converter adapter, just test it out to see if it actually works well or not for you. even the Gen 5X board that I was installed in my Kamba desk. I'm not sure how frequent it was, but there was at least one time in which I experienced that again, where the button press would be at least a minimum read as 2 frame pressing down, and it's not sensitive. Once I unplug and replug it and try to fix it, they went back to where my inputs can be read as just 1 single frame inputs. But I haven't got to actually test the Gen 5X board that I installed into the combat desk too much, since I'm not at home enough to actually play at home. So we'll see. Alright, League is finished. I've been talking a lot of different things and wasn't really paying attention, but last time I checked it was volcano shit and blurring, and we have. Wow. I'm smiling about this because well, congratulations first to Blurry and Volcano Shed for getting first place, Chan getting third. Thank you guys for playing. I'm smiling because they are 2 players who participate in these leagues in 2022. Also was people who was also was willing to play in the minor leagues when I ran it, and so to see how they have become stronger players. It gives this middle-aged man like me quite a nice smile to have. So congratulations again to Blurry and the Volcano Shed for getting tying for first place, and third going to Chan Chai. You're getting old, oh man. You're losing to the younger
awesome.
people.
That was such awesome battle. Volcano Shed played awesome. He dug out of because I won the first 2 rounds, and then he played awesome the remaining 3 rounds. I had some battle.
Yeah.
With the battles with blurring as well, he's getting better. I think the thing is, this patch definitely goes into blurring's playstyle because he likes to control with attack. But what was your question? Sorry.
Oh, I say I believe one of your loss came to from Volcano Shed, right? Who was the second loss came to?
I can't remember. So.
Okay, that's fine.
It was to A+ Destination.
Okay.
The Leon Mirror match, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. And they used so what was awesome with A+ Destination was they used the frames. Okay. They applied the frames very well. They used the fact that Leon's got an 11 frame jab, so they stopped me out of a lot of stuff. Like uppercut too, right? So I would do low rising attack and hit him, and so I'm +3. Uppercut's 15 frames, but then he used the high punch to interrupt the uppercut, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, A+ Destination was very much. I think that's their MO, is they're really trying to apply the frames, and they did a great job with that. So it was a really fun battle.
I see that there's still a lot of people in the North America room, 10 players. That is it for me for hosting the 3 leagues per session. Wow. But I'm more than happy to hit the league button before I leave. So if there's still a lot of people in the room, and want me to hit the league button, so you'll have to have a 9 match wait or 8 match wait before your next match, let me know, so I'll hit that league button. Of course, it doesn't count, but I always thought that was one of the best features about this leagues was the simultaneous play.
No, I agree. I mean, the moment I found out about league mode, I was really like, we're using this mode for sure. But also I felt like we need to stream this mode because we need people to understand what a cool mode it is, and a great way to get more matches in with people, but also to go through a large volume. This is better than an arcade queue, So
yeah. It's better, yeah. So it's like you have 8 consoles in the room, or 8 arcade cabinets, when we hit that league.
It's like if you're playing on the cabinets and one side is rotating. You're like, that's awesome. Like Japan does it sometimes, not always, but
Yeah, what did I used to what did I used to say? Speed dating, you go in and out.
It's speed dating, yeah. It's the speed dating approach. Now that said, I do agree to a degree. Not as extremely, but I do agree to a degree with James Chen, where he's like, there is something to be said about the flow of sometimes when you're playing, like when you play at Gathering, where you kind of have to wait. And now that said, the problem with Gathering in VF is people run back so hard that if you don't say anything, they might go 100 games before letting you play. So you just gotta like, you know, be like, hey, can I get in on this? And like, and keep count, and then say, hey, you guys have played 7 games already. I'd like to get in, you know, and then they'll be cool. It's just that in VF, you're in the heat of the moment. Those mind games are intense. It's easy to hit. In offline session, it's very easy to hit that rematch right away. And some people do it pretending not to know. Some people do it accidentally or because it's just instinct. But some people actually just kind of know, well, if they don't call me on it, I'm gonna do this. You know, so you got to go like, hey, can I get in? Come on, you know. And so,
Yeah, for those who haven't used it yet or not playing leagues or so, if you do play in the league and stuff, it's kind of one way for you to just kind of find people you might have really good connection, like actually, you know, the gameplay very well with you guys online with each other. Mainly because, you know, this is the entire content and we don't expect everyone to have the best connection with each other. But it's one way of it, like, especially if you have trouble finding matches outside of leagues and stuff. Use it as a way to just find people that you have a very good connection and, you know, you have good matches against, and so that you guys can play outside league also. So, but I smell something burnt, so I'm going to go out the room and check that there's nothing kept in stove too long. I'll be right back.
Awesome. So yeah, how's everyone doing today? I won't be staying too long because I got to eat a lunch and take care of my family. But that said, I had a great time.
You're no match for me.
Okay, Jim Haney had mentioned in the Kai leagues. Hey Jim, I will be happy to. Please reach out to me on some social media. If we have to communicate through YouTube comments, I'm okay with that. Just comment on the video. But I'll give you some combos to start off with, and some set plays with Leon or the basic VF set play. But you're doing well. I'm really happy to have you in the room. I had a really good time seeing you here, and I've always appreciated your support. So let's keep it up. And but if you do message me on Discord or other social media, I am good at doing conversations, and I'm happy to go at your pace with anything you want to talk about. And we can take it slow. We can take it however you like. Let's work together on that. But yeah, so let's work on that, and let's work on your activity in VF. Yeah, the active flow, the triangle, as it were, but also how to apply that.
Round 3. Ready?
And we're within. Thank you so much again. Always good to have you. Hope you're doing good, and really happy that you joined us today's. So keep it up. Jim Haney, keep it up. Agent of Oblivion, keep it up as well. Against Agent of Oblivion, I think they know this now, but just remember that it's not bad to use the low punch the way you were, but you can also just be ready for when they start crushing, so then you can start hitting them out of the air. You know, punish them for trying to crush. It's a huge opportunity, and I think well, John might not do as much, but he can still do a decent amount.
Mission accomplished.
But I do like Akai's tips that he's been giving about that if you're blocking, like, think of it as like you're pretty much plus, you know, unless you get cracked. And even when you get cracked, you're pretty much plus. Like, for example, if they low kick you, you're plus. In most cases, there's only a few low kicks that are plus on hit. Most of them are minus on hit. All right, Wuwithin says the pleasure's all mine. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm always happy to help, and I try my best. And I try to help other people try their best too.
Round 2.
I'm doing well, Sir Hicks-a-lot. It's so good to have you here, man. So Agent of Oblivion says, I'm slow at doing 6 XP after low punch, and then I get hit. I see. So if you look at my screen, when I do low punch, like, for example, let's say this is low punch. Sometimes I pre-buffer a 6-6, and then all it's a matter of is pressing punch. But I can also go into guard. I can do 4, like So developing like a forward is dash, right? Developing a forward into guard, forward into punch, and even with John, forward into kick if you want. But you can do all these things, and then in fact, when you do this forward, if it does turn into a dash later, you can do forward back throw, right? Or forward throw, and so these inputs kind of help you speed that flow up and feel more comfortable doing the option within that space. So like if I play Akira, I typically do low punch into forward. Like I'll just be like down and punch and then forward right away, and then I'll decide after that what I'm going to do, whether it's guard throw escape or guard or 6-6B. But that's because Akira's dashing elbow is so important that he just does like it's same thing with PG. I'll do PG forward, and then if I see I made contact or if I know I'm going to make contact, then I'll go ahead and do the forward punch. That's really strong. All right, Akai is doing his thing. So I'll do a demonstration of this. Now, Leon's forward punch is not a good move to do this with, but Leon can do stuff can do other stuff. But having a forward flow chart is really strong. Like, same thing with back forward, right? If you're like Jeffrey, you can do like back half circle forward. You can do a lot of stuff. Back, back forward is usually a good move to do with backdash.
Let's see who's still streaming. Yeah, so I'm not keeping track of this league. I'm just doing it since there's still quite a few people. I saw Lushdown Throw got to be able to join the room, so that's great. So it looks like Lushdown was having trouble in the first several leagues, and then C-Shot also was having trouble, and now they're both able to get in. Yeah, it's just it's strange.
Adrian Blavin says, John, I think, is similar to Akira, where John's 6-6P is important to him. I agree. And I don't have a traditional count. Yeah, John doesn't play the mashing for count, like the anti-mashing game. John typically plays a neutral game, but also a vicious side turn game. So you're correct. That said, John's 4K is really good. John's 4K is really, really good. It might not be as obviously good for a bit, but it's quite good.
So yeah, I am about to I'm going to wait blurring the audience to on my side channel. But before I do that, again, especially since there's a new patch out, even if the issues that you have are from the previous that's been there before patch 1.10, if you are invested in playing Virtua Fighter, definitely provide the feedback, even good or bad, to let SEGA know. I mean, this is what Aoki has asked. Like, people, if negative or positive, please share your feedback to them. It does not mean that they'll be able to fix it or do what you want, but they are listening and they are trying to do something to fix the game or work on the game. As you can see, it's been a long time. People are experiencing issues, so it is a difficult thing for them to fix. It looks like, but definitely provide feedback if you can through their. I think they say specific through their official Discord channel, but I think they do also look at the social media sites. But at least one consistent thing, that if you submit it directly to them, you know for sure that they did receive it. All right, that's it. It should be going to blurring soon. So let's see, anything else? Oh yeah, Sunday. No Sunday session again. We'll have it back Saturday and Sunday and next weekend.
Yeah, think of it's probably not going to do it justice, but I like to think of tomorrow's holiday as.
Well, it's Easter also, isn't it? This weekend.
I was like, it's Easter, so this is going to be on theme because the Chinese holiday you're celebrating is like it's similar to like the Day of the Dead.
There's a lot of Day of the Dead in Chinese.
In April, yeah, there's a lot of them. Yeah, there's a lot of Day of the Dead in Chinese.
This month, yeah, one in kind of August, September.
This is actually like traditionally this is cleaning out the tomb, right? or like cleaning the.
Yeah, cleaning the grave area. Yeah.
The grave, yeah. Like for their home in heaven, and so, well, it's complicated, but yeah. Thai has an interesting version of it too.
Yeah, and then Baba mentioned the Philippines does that sometime in like in October or November. So there's a lot of shared uh, culture is between like you just say Day of the Dead and is that specifically in Mexico? Mexican or is
Yeah.
that most Spanish? Okay, Mexico. Okay.
I think that's Mexico specifically.
Sorry
but
for
I-
our yeah.
Yeah,
We're
for
being
our
naive
ignorance,
on
we
these.
acknowledge our ignorance. We know our ignorance. But
But that's why we learn about it from our discussions and community talking. But yeah,
But,
we're
also
very
there's
diverse
awesome
group. Yeah.
two awesome movies, right? There's Coco, and then there's a Thai movie. Now, if you don't mind a slow, wholesome movie, there's a Thai movie called How to Make Millions Before Grandma Dies. It's really good.
There's also the Book of the Dead, if I remember. That's one of my niece's favorite movies, the Book of the Dead. Is that it?
And it's a family wholesome movie, right?
Yeah, it's a family wholesome
sounds
movie.
like a horror movie. So, yeah.
I think it's called the Book of the Dead. I forgot. It's like it's based on it's similar to in the idea of Coco. I think it came out before Coco did. That's maybe I got the name of the movie wrong.
It might be Book of Life.
The Book of Life, maybe it is.
It might be Book of Life.
Okay.
It's called, yeah. It was an animation also, right?
Huh?
It was an animation.
Yeah, it was like
animation.
computer graphics animation. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was the Book of Life.
Book of Life.
But I can understand it because it is
Life,
about
death, it's both related to it. There's no life if there's no death, and no death there's no life.
yeah, Sir Pixel, I think confirm it's Book of Life.
Book of Life.
Yeah.
Bye. Thank you.
Like I know, but it's about the Day of the Dead, so I think so. It's
Yeah.
that's why we're thinking Book of the Dead. You know what I'm
I was thinking of Book of the Dead.
It's like, it is not the Necronomicon. We're not.
I was
talking
thinking
about
it was the Book of the Dead. You were thinking that Akai was thinking of some type of horror film.
Yeah, the Necronomicon.
Right. Let's see. Anything else? Yeah, April we don't have much. We do have a live stream that's going to be happening tonight, I believe, for the Bayside Showdown. So that's Northern California. Just started recently. There's monthly tournaments, so that should be tonight. Yeah, and then the next big event should be Evo Japan in beginning of May, which we still haven't gotten too much details yet on how it'll fit with all the Open Championship for 2026. But we do know that 2 spots will be given to players for the special event at the conclusion of the Open Championship 2026. Alright, I'll talk to you later, Chanchai.
Talk to you later, Kai. Thank you so much, and always a great time here. Thanks so much. Have a good one to you and your family tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.